Hello everybody and welcome to another great adventure of the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide Randomizer. My name is Classic Badger, and with me tonight I have my co-commentator Mega Man X 2020. Tonight's going to be an exciting race. We are going to be featuring off 4 great runners as usual, and we are going to be starting off here in just a few minutes while everybody piles into the Twitch. Hope everybody is doing great this evening and is ready for another exciting race of Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. So just go a few minutes, we'll go ahead and get things started, but we're also going to be going over the flags here in just a few minutes. 1 second while I get a few things pulled up. Just waiting for some of the racers to get ready up while we get everything going. Hello everyone and welcome to another great Thursday night, of the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide Thursday night race. My name is Classy Badger, and with me tonight I have my co-commentator Mega Man X 2020. How are you doing tonight, Mega Man? Alright, looks like my co-commentator has stepped away for just a few minutes, but no worries, we will go ahead. Just waiting for a few more runners to ready up and we'll get everything started tonight. So tonight we actually have a very interesting race. This is actually going to be using the same seeds that we are going to be seeing on the Battle Royale event that is going to be coming up here in a few weeks. And we'll go ahead and we got a nice little command for that. And we can plug that for that event coming up. So tonight's going to be a preview, not only for you, the viewers, to kind of see what things are going to look like, but also it's going to be an excellent experience for our runners to get used to these flag sets to hopefully try to win this event as well. So just again, like I said, waiting for a few more of our runners to ready up, and while we do that, let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's flags. So 2 big things on tonight's flags. Of course, the normal Kefka's Tower is going to be our first objective, and that is going to be a 6-character 9 esper flag. In order to unlock that, in order to unlock the Kefka's Tower skip, however, you can do 9 characters and 12 espers. And you only have to meet one of those requirements to unlock that skip, so that is something big. Now, the 2 bonus objectives we have going on for this event tonight is the first is for a set of the Dragoon gear, and in order to get this, the runners will have to set the Zozo clock in order to get that. So if you kind of know what's set up or you're willing to spend the time to do it, it's a good quick thing to unlock there. The second thing the runners will be able to get tonight is a Illumina, and Illuminas are turned off, so this will be the only place they will be able to find one out in the wild. And in order to do that, they have to meet one of 3 different checks, being Fanatic's Tower Follower, the Letby River, the Opera House Disruption, the Phantom Train, or the Phoenix Cave. So all of those are there as well. And we're still just waiting for a few more runners to ready up. And we are going to go ahead and get started. Hang with me, everybody, while I get everything set up. See, there are all of our runners tonight. So for tonight, we have Sid, Seto Kaiba, we have Green Monkey, and Hefe01. So let's go ahead and get those runners started, and we'll get on to it tonight's race. All right, so in 10, they will be starting up. All right, bear with me, everybody. Awesome, my amazing tracker, helping me out with the clock, because I always forget. So thank you, Ceiling Cat. So just to go over, like I said, who we have tonight. So for tonight, we do have Sid, who we did see last week. Seto Kaiba, my fellow restreamer friend, and I need to do some cropping on the fly. You gotta love doing it, because things can never go right the first time. And I think I am joined by my co-commentator now. Mega Man, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good.
Awesome.
Sorry, my mic was buggy.
It's okay. So we just got done going over what the... I went over with everybody what the flags are tonight, and now I'm having to do some last-minute cropping, because that is the bane of being a restreamer. And also for the Twitch chat, if anything sounds off or looks off, please let me know. I'll try to get it fixed as we go. But it looks like everybody's doing just the standard kind of beginning checks, kind of the ones that we always expect everybody to see. So let me do some last minute fixing again as well. Okay, that looks fine.
Yeah, so I do see Sid and Seto Ukaiba going towards Esper Rock. Because that's usually holds bigger items since it's a gated check.
Yeah, that's pretty common for us to see runners going and doing those ones that are gated checks, especially like since we do have, I didn't see who we have starting off. So we actually have two huge characters starting off as well, starting off with, oh my gosh, I'm blanking tonight. It's been one of those kind of nights. Terra and Sabin. So a whole bunch of checks, and Realm right off, but a whole bunch of checks right there out at the very beginning. So that is pretty huge. So I would not be too surprised to see a lot of people also going right away to the Imperial Armory and getting some of that done also. So we did go over, like I said, the additional objectives for tonight. So Leet River should be right away what we can hop off onto, so that is there. I'm trying to remember what the other bonus objectives were for tonight, but they are there. Yeah, we see almost everybody going to Esper Rock right away. It looks like Hefe is going to Returner's Hideout, another pretty common check, and we've got Green Monkey doing the Beginner's House, again, another very common check for other runners to go to just because it's right there where you start off. Thank you I have the music still going, and I need to switch over to one of our runners' musics.
But honestly, those tunes are kind of jamming.
Yeah, I always tell everybody the intro song is like one of the best bopping songs that we've got. And I just forgot to get it switched over, so hopefully nobody minds too much. You are welcome. Yep, sorry I forgot to get that switched over, but Seto finding the Phantom right there at Esper Rock, so quick Esper pickup, and in case they don't find Golem, can actually be really good as well, and a fixed dice pickup. So finding some good stuff early on. Now, I know some people are really big onto fixed dice, some people hate fixed dice, so.
Me personally, I am a fixed dice guy.
Oh, me too. I will fix dice. Fixed dice offering Genji glove, like double fixed dice, is like all day. I'll take that. I will never argue about it.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, it's one of those. I do know some of our like other runners are just like, no, it's too random. I don't want to risk it. I'm like, nope, I will take it any day of the week. All right, so let's see where everybody else is heading to. So Sid's just going to go right up to Zen. I was going to say, probably also going to check the Man in the Woods while he's there, see how much he's asking for his shiny stone. And everybody else, it looks like, just went to... Man, it's been so long since I've commentated this. I'm trying to remember the names of all the cities. Figaro. All of them going to Figaro, getting those early chests there as well. So yeah, we're just seeing the pretty average start at the beginning of the flag, so everybody's just doing their standard checks. So now that we've got more people in here, like I said, we do have these are using the flags that are going to be on the Battle Royale for the first two rounds of that. So these are kind of the flags you're going to see, and like I said, get practicing for that. We want as many people in that event as possible because those kind of events are always fun. Even cheap cat hoods. Yeah, we're finding all kinds of good stuff here today.
We are definitely getting RNG good this round.
Yeah, and Kaiba's going right away to Magic Tech Factory. I'm wondering if he's actually going to dive into Magic Tech Factory or if he's just doing chests. Because, I mean, Magic Tech Factory has... Yeah, he's just going to leave. A little too early to be doing Magic Tech Factory. Goggles, titanium, nothing too good there. Now Sid is going to go to Figaro. So everybody just doing their Figaro checks right now. So just looking at the checks that we do have, so I don't think anybody's done outside of Esper Mountain. So we've done Esper Mountain, so we know that one's done, which had the Phantom. But nobody has really started doing their dives into checks just yet. And what can be really interesting with this party lineup that we have is you have the two characters that have the most checks in the entire game. So we could see possibly a lot of different route divergence from all 4 runners. So it'll be interesting to see if we see a lot of the kind of normal route divergence that we'd expect with this many checks, or if we're going to see the opposite, where they kind of going to go just like all follow kind of the same line of thinking for things. And what can really determine that is, it's hard to put into words. When you have so many options, sometimes you just go, oh, well, I want to do the ones that I know I'm fairly comfortable with first. But at the same time, with the way scaling works, if you do all those easy checks like Collapsing House, Esper Mountain, you start scaling up the boss monster levels. And if you scale that up too much, then you're going to have harder fights in the beginning as well. So that's something we'll also have to see what our runners do. But still, everybody's just doing their shopping. Some other things that are part of the flags, everybody did start off with 2 warp stones, and everybody did start off with 1 phoenix down. So those are there as well. There is 5 hidden meats, or dried meats, hidden throughout the world as well, so we at least know those are fairly easy to find also. And again, if anything sound-wise, guys, is too loud or too quiet, please let me know. I can adjust things as we go also. Seto's going to the returner's hideout, and again, nothing too surprising there. Yep, everybody's just kind of doing the same checks. I'm a little quiet. Wow, no one has ever told me that I've been a little bit quiet before. That is surprising. So I will turn myself up just a little bit. If my parents knew one day that someone would said I'm a little bit quiet. I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Well, I'm wondering who's gonna be the person to actually check something that could lead towards progression.
Yeah, who's gonna make the dive first is always the big question of like, okay, do you make the dive early to try to get ahead of everybody, or do you kind of just build up on this like whole set of items where now like, oh man, we're now going to just kind of roll over everything. And yeah, there's just a lot of checks here that could be progression, so it'll be interesting to see. Yep, still nobody's gonna go check anything too exciting just yet. Green Monkey is gonna be the first to do Collapsing House. Because I don't think he can leave until he does Collapsing House, unless I misunderstood how this trigger works. But yeah, I don't think he's able to leave until he goes in and does that, so. Yeah, so yeah, like Hash is saying, yeah, you can't leave, so he's got to go in and do this. It'll be interesting to see if he faces the monsters in a box. I'm trying to keep an eye real quick, so Hefe has found a Striker from the and a Pearl Lance. So that could be pretty good, especially with the runners know there's a Dragoon set that they can get just by setting the Zozo clock. So now he's got the Pearl Lance. At least he has a decent spear as well. Yeah, that was a very nice chest room to find there.
And I'm pretty sure Pearl Lance is either second best or the best.
Yeah, it's top 2. I always forget kind of which one is better. And it's also Holy Element, too. So you kind of get enough. There's enough undead in here that you find some Muramasa also. Sid, that is. So, yeah. Alright, let's see what is Green Monkey going to get for his check here. Drum roll. Head nod, agreement. Ram out. Okay, so nothing too exciting. For those of you new, really the big espers we're looking for is, really there's only 2. It's Golem and it is Fenrir. Mainly just so we can dodge one of the phases of final Kefka, the boy phase, or when he does that calmness. But you can technically do it with Phantom, but you have to be really good. And Siren, yes. There's a few of the espers that you can use to kind of instantly kill some of the sections. I haven't raced in so long that I kind of forget a lot of this, so I am kind of relearning with everybody here in the stream about some of this stuff as well. I took a kind of about a year hiatus from Worlds Collide, so now I'm kind of getting back in the saddle and trying to remember all of this stuff.
Well, unlike me, I still had a little bit of a retirement, but then again, it was probably only like 2-3 months.
Yeah, the real life got me. Real life work things got me, and it was about like a year, and it's just like, all right, finally we're in a better spot now. Let's get back down and diving into it. We're in the golden age of randomizers. Let me tell you, everybody, we've gotten obviously 1.0 of this, which is this is my favorite randomizer. But I've also got a soft spot in my heart for the Final Fantasy V World's Career Day randomizer, which is a lot of fun. There's the Chrono Trigger randomizer that I'm trying to learn. There's all of these different great Dragon Warrior randomizers. There's too many good randomizers, everybody, for then there is time in the day. Now let's see where everybody's off to now.
But let's also, not forget FF6 Pixel Remaster Hype!
Yes, that did come out. I haven't actually played it. I've actually just been playing it a lot on my, I still just like the original Super Nintendo stuff. Like, I've got a Super Nintendo copy, and I just go back to playing that one. As my cat tries to eat my mic cord. Alright, so, we see Seto is in... Cat. Seto is in... I always forget the name of this town, but let's see if he actually is going to do... Oh, I guess he can't do Burning House, so... Mobley's, yeah, see, like, I forget all the names of all these towns. So we see Hefe just went and got his Esper Mountain done, so he will have the Phantom. And Green Monkey's there as well. See, even I can't keep all the cities straight.
Neither can I.
Alright, let's see where everybody's... See, we still haven't really attempted to make too much progression yet. We've actually still just been doing a lot of the empty checks. We find a chainsaw also is in South Figaro in the World of Ruin part of it. So yeah, hopefully we'll start to see people start making some progression, but it doesn't look like we're going to be that lucky anytime soon. Oh, we do see Hefe is going to the Imperial Camp, so this will be a new progression check for us as well. So we'll pretty soon get to find out if there's going to be a character here or if there's going to be just another Esper. And again, tonight this is a 6-9 flag, so a little bit different than the normal. Next down, monster. Okay, so he's going to take the monster in a box fight. Hopefully it is not... Okay, PM Stalker's the easy one. It's like... The last thing you want to find here is the Katana Soul this early, but with the dice he might be able to do Katana Soul, but it would still be a little bit scary.
But then again, you would probably have to be blessed by RNGesus.
Yeah, you'd have to get the 999, the quad 9 rolls.
You mean quad 6?
Is it quad 6?
What? Wait, no, quad 9 ain't damage, but... It's Satan's number on the dice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, yeah. I see what you're saying. Alright, let's see where we're off to next. So yeah, everybody's still just kind of doing the, still just doing shopping outside of Hefe. He's the only one who kind of went, he's actually starting to do progression stuff. I Takashi said Sid's buying flame shields. Always a good thing to pick up. Yeah, if you pick up flame shields and you find them working, you're just kind of in easy mode where you're just like, all right, look, my highest damaging spell also heals my entire team. Watch me face roll. All right. I don't think we got to saw. At least I didn't catch it. If we're going to be getting a character or an esper out of Imperial Camp.
It is an esper.
So Seta is going to Imperial Camp as well, so he's made it there. So we really have only seen Sid and Green Monkey be the ones not to start making their dive in just yet. Still doing some shopping. Oh, one of the starting Magicite with Magic Power +2. Yeah, that's pretty strong. So Green Monkey is in the lead right now. It's kind of hard to tell right now. It's super early in the race. Everybody's really only doing their first checks. I don't know how Green Monkey got his save and confused. But it looks like he's either in the Lead River, knowing that that is a check to get him an Illumina. I didn't catch where he ran into. Takes that down. Yeah, we won't really be able to start telling who is in the lead probably for another 20 minutes, if that. Just because of how open this seed is. Like, if we had started off with a very linear seed where each of the starting characters only had, like, 2 checks, 3 checks, maybe. Like, if you start with Umaru, Mog, and then... I'm trying to think. A Realm. It's really easy to tell, okay, who's in the lead because of what... Like, this person did the wrong check. Or, not wrong check, but this check led to this. But with how open this seed is, who knows? It could go 100 different ways from here. Finishing up that fight. He still has a few more to go there. Yep. So we do know it's not going to be a character. It's either going to be a Magicite or a item. And I'm not sure where Sid is at currently. He is in... okay. Magitech Cave. Not Magitech Cave. South Figaro Cave for some reason. I don't think... I'm not sure if Sid remembers that this is triggered by... not Terra.
Lock.
No, it's not triggered by Mog either.
No, Lock.
Lock. Oh, I thought you said Mog. It's like, I know it's not Mog. Lock, yeah. I think Sid is not realizing that it is Lock. Oh, he might be grinding? Okay, yeah. The Ceratops are a grindable spot. I'd be pretty surprised, though, on the grind. So Green Monkey is doing Elite River, so that is one of the checks. So once he finishes this up, he'll only need 2 more checks to get the Illumina that comes out of this. Yeah, he's just going to run from the pugs. I cannot blame him one bit. You get away from those pugs. I'm trying to remember what the other flags were to get the Lumina. So Elite River, Fanatics Tower Follower, Opera House, Phantom Train, and Phoenix Cave. Okay. Alright. Yeah, so unfortunately Seto takes that wipe, that's never good. I mean, I guess I was going to say he can just run away from these as well, but I guess he just wants the experience out from it as well. Meanwhile, Green Monkey runs into Inferno on the Elite River, which looks like he should be okay to take it down. And meanwhile, Sid is at the Returner's hideout. And I didn't see what Hefe got from the Imperial Camp, so let me see if Ceiling Cat, our awesome tracker, has that on the sheet for us. And I can't find what's on here. Okay. Imperial Camp was Ragnarok. Okay. So, no, so just another Esper, but not super important. Meanwhile, Green Monkey did find... man, I am having a rough night tonight. Go, go. It has been a very long day, everybody. Okay. Meanwhile, Hefe is going to go to Phantom Train. So let's see what is waiting for him in the Phantom Train. Strago. So he is going to grab Strago. So he's going to get the old man. Meanwhile, Green Monkey is going to go do the go-go check. So he will go into the Zone Eater. Meanwhile, Sid is fighting the pugs. I don't know why he just doesn't run from these, unless he doesn't know he can't run from them. Because the pugs can be very nasty. So we can see here as it gets pearled, survives through it, but yeah, I'm just going to cast a pearl. Seto slowly working his way through the Imperial camp as well, grinding, getting some of that experience that comes out of those fights. Alright, now time for the age-old game. Is Green Monkey going to get squashed by the collapsing ceiling? We've all done it. If you say you haven't, I'm going to call you a liar, because we have all gotten squashed this one time because we got greedy and thought we could make it a little bit further, and we had to reset out of it. It looks like he's going to make it through just fine. So we'll get to see what is waiting for us.
Stopped right before the exit.
Yeah. And Green Monkey does have a warp stone, so he'll be able to get out of here the easy way. And he finds Fenrir. That is a big one to find, so that is a safe way to get through Stage 3 of Final Kefka. One of the big ones you always want to find. Just gonna go back to that chest. Meanwhile, yep, Sid's still working his way through the river. And Hefe working his way through the Phantom Train. Yeah, I'll take Fenrir protection over Golem protection. You feel really good when you get both, though, because then you're just like, alright, well, I'll use Golem to get through, like, Stage 1 to just help eat, like, some of the 10 hits and everything. And we also see Hefe doing some of the monster in the boxes as well. He finds Gigantos. I do not believe we have multi-summon on. I think multi-summon was one of those flags that we enabled, or that we have, and we rarely ever use. Multi-summon is on for week 3. Okay. Okay, so that makes things a little bit easier then. So you can just Fenrir through every stage now.
Wait, what does Fenrir do again?
Fenrir puts the illusion status up on everybody, so... or yeah, image status. So hits won't hit. It also makes so calmness misses. Because calmness, I guess, is technically triggered as like a physical attack. So it just negates that, so you don't have to worry about calmness from Stage 3. Also, technically, Golem does the same thing. Mirage Vest will also do it, and I think you can also card cast. Card cast anything that will do image to actually block calmness as well, but... Fenrir is the easiest one just because it's a one-time party-wide. You can put it up pretty safely. Yeah, calmness is physical, yeah. Green Monkey making his way through the camp, and Hefe finds the behemoth at the end of it, Senior Behemoth at the end of the Phantom Train. Meanwhile, Seto is jumping off the mountain. And Tritalk is waiting for him here. This could be interesting. And I don't know why there is no background music for this. This is just kind of weird. And it looks like Hefe actually put up the... Yeah, fixed ice will make this very easy, just because that does ignore the high defense of Tritalk. It is eerie without music. Oh, that's right, because it's supposed to be. There he goes. Down goes Tritalk, so we don't have to worry about the weird quietness for too long. Alright, so let's see what Seto's going to get from jumping off this mountain. And Hefe finishes up Phantom Train. Green Monkey making his way through the Imperial camp. And Hefe is going to go to... Oh, nothing too fancy from the waterfall. Hefe was making his way to Zozo, so let's see if he's actually going to go in and try to set the clock. Or if he's just going to go and do, yeah, the Zozo Tower, or Zozo check. Yeah, we have not found the right line to be taken on anything just yet. It has been a pretty slow start. Yeah, so it's really going to come down to what is the next character check that's really going to start giving us some progression here, because... So what have we all not done as far as Terra goes? They've done Esper Mountain. They have done... They haven't done the first boss check. I always forget what that check is technically called. Let me see if I can pull it up and go through all the checks that we have not done. Ugh. Okay, did Seto's stream freeze? There it goes. Meanwhile, Hefe making his way up Zozo Mountain, so we will get to see, or the Zozo Tower, so we will get to see what is waiting for him here. And Sid's making his way through Imperial Camp as well. Meanwhile, where is Green Monkey headed into? Oh, he's also going to go to Baron Falls, okay. So to make a quick work of effort, and Ultros is waiting for us over here at Zozo. So still just slowly marking our way through here. So Green Monkey is going to be going up against Tritalk. Oh, so Seto went to the realm check, not Esper Mountain. I always forget it's called. Statue Room, whatever you call that thing again. Bear with me, folks. I'm just going to have to relearn all the names of these checks before I'm like really at peak form. Seto's going to Phantom Train, so he is going to go and find Strago in there. Realms check, yeah. Because not too many people ever go to a Realms Esper. Yeah, it is Esper Round. Okay. Sealed Cave is the one that I'm thinking of for Terra. Not too many people go to Orzo's Mountain or Orzo's check. That one. A lot of people tend to avoid that one. So we still have all of Strago's checks left. So we have which Follower's Tower is one of the Owzers, that's what it is. So we do still have the tower check for Strago, which is one of the requirements to get one of the Luminas. So we still have that. We still have Burning House, obviously, and we still have Elbit's Rock, which I don't see too many people going right away to that one. For Terra, we have seen Sealed Cave. Most people are probably going to World of Ruin Mobiles. What other ones do we all have that we have not seen of Terra's? Yeah, everybody's kind of has been doing the same ones.
I believe Kefka at Narsh.
Yeah, nobody's checked Kefka at Narsh yet. To see if there's a character waiting for him there either. So yeah, still a very, very, very close race just because not much is coming up. Usually, yeah, I mean, having Mog before doing Kefka and Ursh does make sense, just because then you can rattle off all of those checks at the same time. So you're not having to double dip, but sometimes you gotta. Like, if you're in this one and you're just like, man, I'm just not hitting anything, you might have to just go and do it. Or at least check to see who's there. Yes, Welk is the other one that I was thinking of. Welk off of Terra's check. So you can at least go do those, but we still have some other ones that we can check. Sabin still has Mount Colts that he could go do. I don't think anybody's checked Mount Colts yet. We've done Collapsing House. We've done Imperial Camp. I'm trying to think of the other ones that, off the top of my head, that Sabin still has. We've seen Gogo's checks. We've seen one of Realm's 2 checks, and there was nothing there. So we got Seto and Green Monkey both doing Phantom Train right now. Hefe is over there doing Esper Mountain. And we also have Sid at the Phantom Train. So everybody's kind of on the same path progression so far. Nothing too exciting just yet. Now granted, they do have 2 of the better starting characters like Terra and Realm. I'm actually surprised Hefe dropped Realm, especially since that we know one of the espers is Match Power +2, which could just turn Realm into a monster at the end of it. Instead, he decided to go with Strago, which is kind of surprising. But it could be depending on what action Strago has, that it could just be a better one. So Green Monkey's gonna be starting.
Well, they call her Murder Child for a reason.
Yes, she truly is the Murder Child. Like back in the early days of the randomizer where you would just get Realm and have like a Match Power +2 Esper and like Ultima was readily available, you would just go and just nuke things with her. You're like, yeah, I found Ultima on Realm. GG. Oh, the Moogle sprite, yeah, that's what threw me off. That's right. I hate that they changed sprites. Only for the Moogle suit, though. Like, when you put on the Chocobo suit, you don't become a Chocobo sprite. When you put on the Behemoth sprite, you don't have, like, a Behemoth sprite. It's only the Mog suit, or Moogle suit, that changes the sprite, which is confusing.
You do not know how many times that is fricked with my brain.
Yeah, it's just one of those. Like, if you're a person tuning in, like, if you just came in, you're like, oh, look, they must have Mog on their team. They're like, actually, that's Realm. You're like, no, I'm clearly looking at a Moogle here. And you're like, well, I'm sorry, you're wrong. So Seto looks like he might be going to do the Whelp check if he's here, unless he's just coming in for a free heal, which would be pretty out of the way. Hefe went into Elbit's Rock for Strago's check, so he's the first person making this dive, so we'll get to see what comes out here. And meanwhile, Green Monkey is going to go to Follower's Tower, or to the Fanatic's Tower, so he's going to get to check to see what's here. So he is on his way to get that Illumina. Let's see what we just have, because I think we said Phantom Train is one of them. So that was, which he got Strago. He's done Lead River already, and if he wants to make this dive and get this done, he'll have an Illumina very early. And there's not a character there, but yeah, he's still just going to do this. He's going to try to get that Illumina, just to try to carry him through a lot of that early game here. We find Umaro in the Whelp spot, I believe. So let's see what comes out of this.
And yeah, right now, Green Monkey's doing D-pad rotating simulator.
I will say
this. Sid jumping off the mountain.
It is very therapeutic for me, some reason, doing the just rotating my thumb and going up this tower. I don't know why, but it's just so therapeutic just doing it. But yeah, I don't know if I would make the dive either. Lady Laura brought up, like, it's just an Imp and an Esper. Is it really, like... So he's at the spot, though, that if he does this, though, he gets the Illumina, which is really big. Now we'll get to see what's at Elbit's Rock waiting for him. And it looks like it's a dragon. No, it is just Piranha. Okay. Yeah, okay, so he is going to get the dragon fight, so if he can get through this item, I mean... And that's so funny to see that, like, we're saying Fanatic Tower is a top-tier check. or as an fantastic check, because it never used to be. It always would be the very last check you would ever do. So it's always interesting to see how like racing strategy has evolved over time in this randomizer. Yeah, you do have to, obviously, you have to be ready for it. I don't know, he's gonna get that meteor off. And, oh, that's right, he has fire shields across his team, so this dragon's super easy. Meanwhile, Seto is going to, I'm trying to see where this is. Is this Mount Colts? No, not Mount Colts. Oh, he is doing, what check is Seto doing? I'm trying to see.
I think
So
might
the same
be
check
doing
as Sid.
World of Ruin.
Oh, it's Mount Colts.
Zozo.
So Seto is doing, okay, so Sid, they look exactly the same. Sid is doing Esper Mountain. Seto is doing Mount Colts. And just as a reminder for everybody, so there is the Nightbot command that we just put there to get into this randomizer. But these also are the flags that we're going to be using for the upcoming Battle Royale. So Kefka is at Seto as at Mount Colts. So just to kind of go over how this how this Battle Royale is going to work. So depending on the amount of people we have, Snow Muffler, yeah, unfortunately, another dead check. But the way the Battle Royale will work is depending on the number of people we have signed up. If we have, I believe, 20, we are going to do pools where basically you will do, each week you will do an async seed, and then the lowest time out of your pool gets kicked out. And then I think you're doing that for the first 2 weeks to get the pools down to 2 each, I believe. And then they will go into a traditional then bracket format, or into a traditional just all in one pool, and then lowest time gets kicked out, is dropped each week. It's async, so you don't have to be streamed if you don't want to be. You do have to be able to stream yourself or record yourself in some way, just for racing integrity. But you don't have to be able to get online at the same time with everybody to do a sync race like we do have right here. It's a great way if you're a beginner just to try to dip your toe into the racing community. So I highly encourage everybody to do that as well if it's something you're interested in. Is Hefe gonna go do Mobiles? No, he is doing Burning House, okay. Seto is selling up a bunch of stuff. And I'm trying to figure out where Green Monkey is at. He has ran into Bearman.
Green Monkey went up to the top of Fanatics.
Oh, that's right. This is Rios. Okay, yeah,
Magic
right.
Master fight.
So he ran into Man Bear Pig. Meanwhile, Sid also doing the Umaru fight that was at the Welk. And Seto is going to do some auction house bidding. Interesting. That's very early to see that strat come out. Normally you don't see this check until pretty much at the end. And if just making his way through the Burning House still. So Green Monkey now is going to get his Illumina, I believe, if he's done all three. He's done Lee River. I believe Phantom Train was one of them, so he should have an Illumina now. Let me just double check. No, I'm sorry. He's done Lee River, Fanatics Tower, no, and Phantom Train, so he should have an Illumina. Unless I'm missing something. Yeah, so they got a egg, an EXP egg, which is big. I believe it was on, from what chat is saying, it was on Welk for the XP egg, which is pretty big. Finding one of those will always speed things off along. Watch, it is going to be Strago's check. That's going to be like what blows this seed wide open. It's going to be Burning Tower. Yeah, Yep, Sid not doing Kefka and Narsh. Has anybody checked Kefka and Narsh? So this is where Green Monkey will get his Illumina, I'm sure, as soon as he finishes this. Meanwhile, Huffy running into Guardian up at the burning house, so at least one of the bad guys that you don't want to see up in the tower, so at least getting it out of the way early. And he gets a unicorn from it, and he should now get... There is his Illumina objective, so he now has his Illumina. Fire 3 on the unicorn, that's a pretty good spell to pick up. Meanwhile, Seto, so now we see Sid making his way up the tower as well, so probably has the same idea on his mind. He knows he's done Phantom Train, he knows he's done Elite River already, so get that Lumina, because you have really... You're running out of places to go check at this point. Seto's committing a lot of time to this auction house. I'm very surprised. Alright, so let's see.
I'll probably only do it like 2 YOLO attempts and then give up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be committing this much time to it, because you know it's not going to be a character, and you know that's really what you need to progress yourself here. Although he does have 4 out of his 6 characters, but from what it seems like, these last 2 characters are going to be rough. So Burning House was another Esper. So Hefe just needs 1 more character and still a few more Espers, but he is making his way. So we do still have Bowser's Mansion. We know Elbit's Rock is out of the way. We know Burning House is nothing. We know... And we see Hefe, he is probably going to go up and do this tower as well, just to get his Illumina as well. Yep. So what other places do we still have left that we need to check? I don't think has anybody actually gone up and seen what is at Kefka's tower? I haven't been able to check, but I don't know if anybody's actually seen what is at Kefka and Narsh. Is Green Monkey gonna make his way into Bowser's Mansion? Okay, yeah, so I don't think okay, so yeah, I should say, I don't think anybody's actually seen what is up at Narsh. Yep, and Green Monkey is gonna make his way into Bowser's. Yes, someone has done Go-Go's check. Green Monkey did Go-Go's check. At Go-Go's check, I believe it was just another Esper, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I'm pretty sure it was an Esper.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything too exciting, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it was just another Esper. Yep, nothing too exciting this thing. I really have a feeling Green Monkey's check of Bowser's might be... I think it's kind of gotta be it. You're running out of options really to do. Yeah, I know that Espers are bad checks, but you'd rather just kind of like to get your characters out of the way, and then you can just be like, alright, now. I don't know if Seto is in World of Balance or World of Ruin. He is really trying hard for this auction house, though. Hefe about to fight his Man-Bear-Pig up there in Fanatic's Tower. And Sid is making his way down. I am really surprised on how
Seto is still at the auction house.
Yeah, I'm surprised he is committing this much time to it. Because I don't know what he can think. I mean, at least we do know it keeps telling them that there is a shiny stone, but like, I don't think this is worth it. And I think he might be giving up too.
Good. You're away from the addiction. I think you're addicted to that. And I think it's time to stop.
Yeah, the auction house can be... Oh my gosh. Bowser's Mansion isn't even a character check. This is insane. So we do got Dad. Dad was waiting for us in the mansion. I'll make quick work of Dad here. Meanwhile, Seto is going to go up to that up to the Zozo check and give us the best music, I think. Probably some of the best music in the entire game. Yeah, we're 45 minutes in, and we still have not found our 6 characters. This is pretty surprising. Just how blocked off this seed has been. For such an open start, too. I thought this was going to be like, oh, you find your 6 characters really quick, and then... Oh, so Seto is actually getting the times for the clock while he is here. So he is going to be trying to get his Dragoon gear. The Cave Phantom Forest theme, that one is pretty good too. I mean, all of the... Find some Minerva in there, holy cow. Another great pickup. Yeah, this game has so much great music, so it's like, there's really not a bad pick.
Yeah, and when I was commentating this game for a good while, well, I forgot how beautiful some of the music was.
Oh yeah, like especially like compared to like, you know, obviously I know this game came out later in the Super Nintendo's like lifespan, but you compare it to stuff like the redheaded stepchild does Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, but also like Final Fantasy 4. Final Fantasy 5 has some good music, but yeah, 6 just knocks it out of the park on almost every single song. Sid's doing his collapsing house. Meanwhile, I'm not sure, so Green Monkey is in Mobley's, but is not going to... I don't know if he did the Fumbaba check, though.
No, he's not. It's just an economizer.
Okay, well, yeah, just an economizer. Anytime you say the words just an economizer. So, oh, I did not see that Hefe picked up, so, you know, he's on the same 5 characters he's been on for a while. I don't know if he has checked Kepler or finds number 24 in the skies. So we know this will probably be most likely an Esper he'll get out of this. Still is missing his 6th character. Meanwhile, Seto is going to go check Kolaghan in, which I'm sure Hefe's probably done this. He finds Palador there waiting for him. It'll be interesting.
Oh, crap. Who dat just gifted 5 subs to the chat. Thank you, Who dat.
Awesome. Thank you all for that generosity, Who dat. Yeah, so those subs also do just go back to charity. None of that does go to us. So again, thank you for those 5 gifted subs. It is always appreciated. Blessings of the true snail upon you all. And Green Monkey is dealing L-Box
Alright,
Rock
this run has been blessed
by the true snail. Alright, so where's Seto going off to? So, check the skies, another Esper. And Seto's also going to search the skies. Yeah, Welk is honestly one of those like bosses that just like eats up so much time and you're just like, I hate this thing, I hate this thing. Hefe now looking for, I think he is going to go do his collapsing house. We're still missing our 6th character. And everybody's really just on, yeah, looking for that 6th character and then their Espers. Taking number 24 down pretty quick. So nobody has found Go-Go yet. I'm trying to remember where Green Monkey found Go-Go, because Go-Go would put you at your 6 characters for all the other runners. And Green Monkey has not found... I am all kinds of goofed up on names tonight. Okay, so we're gonna go do Daryl's tomb on Seto's side. Where did we find Go-Go? Mega Man, do you remember? Was it Elite River?
Don't think it was any of the rivers. No, it was.
Was it Elite River?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was River.
If that's the case, then Hefe should be on... Unless Hefe hasn't gotten his Illumina yet because he hasn't done Elite River. Interesting. I'm really surprised then that Hefe hasn't gone to try to get his Illumina, knowing he just has to get has to do Elite River to get it done anyway. That is very interesting. Yeah, Setzer. So if as soon as Green Monkey finds Setzer, he has his 6, and as soon as the other 3 runners find Go-Go at the Elite River, they have their 6. So okay, yes, but Sid has found Go-Go, but hasn't found Setzer. Interesting. Hefe has a strained relationship with Elite River. Oh, okay, good to know. So yeah, but I mean, like, you would think though the opportunity of getting your Illumina by just doing that Elite River would be enough to drive him to go do it, because he's done Phantom Train and he did Fanatic's Tower. So it's like, what's holding you back at that point? Seto finds Doomgaze in Daryl's tomb. Oh man, it kills 3 out of the 4 party members. That is not good. Yeah, that's a hard reset. That is a hard reset. I didn't see what it said was in there waiting for him though. If anybody in chat caught what was waiting for him at that. Gao lies here. Okay, so that is his 6th character. That's why he's going to go back to it. He's going to find his Katana Soul too. And yeah, he's going to try to get that offering because you got the fixed dice. You go for that. Yeah, no reason not to do that one.
Dice Genji Glove offering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no reason not to do that. Get that out of the way. Also, I think he might also be trying to level off of this as well to get off of level 5, so the level 5 Doom doesn't just wipe his whole party. Meanwhile, Green Monkey making his way.
Yeah, what? He gives like 5k experience?
Yeah, he drops quite a bit. He drops quite a bit of experience, so that'll probably give enough to level 1 or 2 characters to get him out of there. And he gets that done nice and quick. Yeah, exactly. Like Larry said, you're trying to get off that level 5 just so you're not just wiping to the Doom, level 5 Doom from Doomgaze. Hefe doing Elite River now. Okay, so he is doing Barren Falls. He still has not done Elite River. I'm gonna ask him about that. Like, obviously, like I said, he has a strained relationship with this, but I would think that that guarantee of getting your Illumina would be enough to drive you there. Gonna make quick work of that Tri-Talk. Meanwhile, Green Monkey gonna make quick work of Kefka here at Mount Colts. Now I'm trying to remember, chat, where was Setzer found at? If anybody remembers. Actually, I can try to pull my document over. So like this. Let's see. Setzer was at Zozo. Okay.
Zozo.
Interesting. Very interesting that nobody has gone for that. Okay, yeah, so Sid just found him. So he is at his 6th character, so now he is just hunting for his espers now. Meanwhile, Hefe finishing up the falls, so he is going to figure out where he wants to go to next. And Green Monkey might be going to go check Kefka at Narsh. So we'll have to see. And Seto is going to take on Doomgaze again, so let's see if he can beat him up this time. Let's see if he got his level. Yep, only one person dying this time. He'll be fine with that. Monkey making quick work of that Umaru fight at the low spot. Yeah, and I think Seto's got this pretty much locked down. He's kind of got the right spots. Let's beat up Doomgaze and get his 6th character in Gao. Green Monkey, I think, is check. No, he's not. He is running back. Nope, he's sorting up there, so he might go check Kefka and Narsh for us. So Sid is going to dive into Daryl's tomb. He is not going to be happy when he finds Gao there. Unfortunately, Gao does not have that many checks. I did not see if anybody caught it, who he saw up at Kefka and Narsh on Green Monkey's side.
It was just an Esper.
Just an Esper, okay. Yep, not worth the time. He is going to back out. Yep, way too much of a time commitment just for an Esper.
Well, you still need 9 Espers.
Yeah, but that's a long check to do for an Esper. I mean, if push comes to shove, he might have to go back to what Seto is going to go do his collapsing house, because now he is just looking for Espers now.
It doesn't take that long.
Yeah, I mean, it's not horrible, and it is good experience, just from doing the 1 or 2 fights that you have to do, but Green Monkey is going to go do Zozo, though. And Sid making his way, so Sid is going to find his Katana Soul. Let's see if he decides to do that fight. Which I think if you have the fixed dice, you're just like, yes, please. I can probably take him at this point. And Hefe is going to go to Kefka and Narsh. We'll get to see what he's going to pull out of this. And just going to put the old man to hold the back while he runs up against this fight taken care of. Nobody has done the Zozo clock, though, interesting, which I don't think anybody wants to put that time to get the Dragoon gear that comes out of it. Yeah, we'll have to ask.
It is a little bit of a time sink.
Yeah, we'll have to ask. I'll have to ask Hefe about his aversion to Elite River. Like I said, it just seems so weird that he knows he can get an Illumina out of it, and just to, I mean, to not do it. But yeah, for sure. Seto finishing up his collapsing house. Meanwhile, Sid taking on the Doom Gaze. He'll make probably a quick work of that too. It looks like he didn't get blasted by the level 5 Doom at the beginning. So Hefe needs 2 more Espers, 1 more character. Seto needs 4 more Espers. Sid needs 4 more Espers, and Green Monkey needs 3 more Espers. So currently, right now, Hefe is taking the lead. Because now we've... oh, but he's still only has 5 characters, so he's closer on the Esper count, but he still is missing that last character. So this will be interesting to see on how long he avoids doing either Daryl's Tomb or avoids doing Elite River.
Or maybe an entirely different place with a totally different character. There's always that possibility.
There is, but I'm just trying to think of what other check. It would have to be... Like, is there any of the checks that we have up right now that we know might lead to a different second character, though? And I don't think we do. Because we know Setzer's checks don't. We know Realm's checks don't. We know Strago's checks don't. We know... It's only those 2. I honestly think it is those 2. I don't think there is going to be another option for another character until he finds either Go-Go or he finds Gao. Because I think we've checked almost everything else. Unless there's a Terra check or a Sabin check that I'm forgetting. But yeah, we'll have to see. Green Monkey is doing the Setzer check now. Sid is going into the Veld using Gao's check. So he's going to go try to find... I don't know if he has any dried meat, though. But I would assume if he's stopping here, he does. Hefe is going to take on from Baba. I don't know where this fight was at. Oh, this is, Kefka Narsh.
The Narsh fight.
Yeah. Seto going back to that auction house. He is determined. Interesting. I'm surprised nobody's checked the Mobley's, Terra's Mobley's check. That no one's done that. Just to see what's there. I mean, it is 2 fights, but... The Returner's hideout currency.
The Cyan and as the Gao check.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, that does open up some more checks. I mean, you've got the Dream, which is 3 checks you could go do. You could go do Zozo Mountain. Looking for stuff. What else could he go check? At this point, Sid is one character away from having KT Tower skip unlocked, or the KT skip, I guess. Which I've never learned how to do that skip, so it'd be interesting to see it someday. Green Monkey doing Daryl's Tomb, so he will find Gao in there. And he is 1 Esper away from being in go mode. So I honestly would put Green Monkey kind of in the lead right now. He could go do Auction House, but he might have better luck than Seto is. Finding...
He finally got an Esper. After what, like, 15 attempts?
Yeah, that had to have been 20 minutes he sunk into it. I guess perseverance pays off. But I don't know if the time commitment was worth it.
Definitely not worth.
I completely agree. Green Monkey resetting out. Hefe finally is going to go to Elite River, and I think he is going to lose his mind when he sees what is waiting for him there. I think he was just like, fine, I'll go do it. If this is what you're going to force me to do. Yeah, it was either this or it was Daryl's Tomb, which I'm surprised he avoided doing Daryl's Tomb as well. Gonna run into the pugs. Make quick work out of them. Seto doing his Owser's Mansion check. And Sid's gonna search the skies. Alright, yep, making quick work of those pugs just like I thought he would. Green Monkey is doing his sealed mountain, so he didn't do sealed cave this entire time, or Esper Mountain this entire time. That's surprising. So just gets the Magus Rod out of it though, unfortunately. Seto taking on Dad, we see up top right. Yep, and Dad dies quickly again. Sid gets the Phoenix Esper from that check the skies. So I'll have to see where he is off to now. And Green Monkey still looking for that last Esper. Yeah, I don't know if he has checked the Man in the Woods yet. He's going to do it right now. Snow Muffler. Nope. I didn't see what objective it was that he completed there, though. I thought we only had 2 objectives tonight. Unless it's like a background objective that I'm unaware of. Hefe just making his way through. Pick up. go-go here soon. And I don't know which check he has left to do to get that last Esper. Meanwhile, Sid facing Chupon. I didn't catch to see where this fight was taking place at. Is this not Imperial Camp, but Doma Castle? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And he gets Zone Seeker out of it, so he is 2 away from being done. So I think is going to go do the Tri-Talk check. Maybe we'll see if he does the dragon while he's on his way up there. Get some good levels, some good gear out of the dragon check that's up here. And I'm wondering if Sid is also going to go into the dream, although that's 3 checks I don't know if he wants to do, but looks like he's going to do it. And Seto is going to fight the water dragon that's going to show up here. Look like Green Monkey is following his lead, and he's going to skip the dragon though. He just wants that last Esper that he knows that is hopefully waiting up here for Tri-Talk, because I don't think we've seen anybody do Tri-Talk yet.
No, I don't think anyone's done Tri-Talk yet.
And it's Tentacle, so it's a pretty quick fight. Seto finishing off the dragon. Green Monkey just doing the attempt of, okay, I'll use Fire 3 and kill all of them but one, and we'll find out which one's not. I should need both, yeah. There's Poltergeist, so there's Fiery Chicken. So we know Guardian's not in Kefka's tower, and we know Fire Chicken's not there. So we'll have to see. If Sid is lucky, he'll get like 2 Espers out of this and just be done, but I don't think he's going to be that lucky. And there's Green Monkey getting his, I guess it's not an Esper we know just yet. Yep, so Green Monkey is officially in go mode, getting his last Esper. So he is going to Warp Stone out. And head over there. Yep, and do that quick free heal on the way out. Yeah, he is probably going to be running his way to Kefka's tower. Yep, he is headed that way now. I'm going to try to switch our music over to him so we can get that sweet, sweet Kefka tower music.
I want to see some cat jams in the chat.
Like I said, hard to pick a good song in this, but man, it is all good songs across this entire game. But yeah, Dancing Mad, another like piece choice of Final Fantasy music.
Although I do like Zozo's music. It just has that nice jazzy tone to it.
That's just it. That's what's like so cool about the music in this game, is that it's not like it's all fantasy. Like there's different genres. You can definitely tell. Like there is like Dancing Mad is truly like a rock jam. It's not like a fantasy music, boss music at all. Then you got Zozo, like you said, it's kind of got that jazzy feel to it. And then you do have traditional like fantasy music in here. It's got so much good stuff. Alright, let's see. Hopefully he does not get bottlenecked in Kefka's tower. I know that's always like what happens to me. Is like I'm making great time and the wrong party goes down the wrong path and I get someone I don't want to see. Looks like Seto is going to go do the Velt, so he is going to find Cyan when he gets this done. And Hefe is 1 Esper away. He's going to go up here to the Man in the Woods and he's going to buy it, and he's not going to be happy. Oh, boss plus 10 levels for doing that check. Interesting. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Just make sure all three parties are ready for anything. It's just that easy. What you don't understand is I'm not that good of a runner, so it's not that easy for me.
I think that it's worse than somebody telling you, just get good.
Exactly. That's okay. I've never been good at this. That's why I come here to commentate. I was like, all right, I can talk about it a lot better than I can do it. All right, so it looks like Kefe is going to do the Fumbaba check. He is. So he is desperately looking for that last Esper.
But as we know here in the commentator's booth, it's just an economizer.
Yeah, he is gonna be so he's gonna be at that moment now where you're like, I just need one more Esper. He probably has that feeling that he's like, okay, I think I'm still competitively in this. But he's probably gonna be kicking himself for waiting so long to find Go-Go. So I don't know. He could either think that, hey, I might be really far ahead, or you could feel like, hey, I'm really far behind. But if he's really far behind, I'm surprised he's making this check. So we run into another Ultros in Kefka's tower. Meanwhile,
which is Ultros 1.
Yep. And Sid taking quick work of the Three Stooges. Seto is going to go to Elbit's Rock, which, man, you've got to be in a rough spot when you're looking for one last Esper and you decide to go to Elbit's Rock. Because Elbit's Rock is the definition of not fast.
Honestly, worst check in the game, fight me.
Oh, no, I completely agree with you. I absolutely hate that check. Yeah, going into Kefka's tower at hour 10 is very good. I feel like you could probably easily, you're going to get probably, hopefully, things go right, you're looking at sub 140 to get through the rest of the tower. Yep, and there Hefe is going to get his economizer. So yeah, what I think really made this run for Green Monkey is, A, he kind of prioritized doing that Illumina, which just so happened to also kind of guide him in the right directions for finding that Go-Go. I think finding that Go-Go early is what's really kind of helped him speed through this. It was also beneficial that that Phantom Train, one of the other objectives to get, was a Strago, so that kind of helped progress you through. And then the third check for the Fanatics Tower also had an Esper, so it's like all of the checks that you did have to get your Illumina also progressed you forward in the seed as well. Meanwhile, Hefe is going to go do the Go-Go. He is going to go down there, get that check, get his last Esper, and he will be in Go mode also. Seto, when he finishes this fight up, I think there was an Esper here as well, so he'll also be in Go mode. And Sid, hopefully, I think, should be getting in Go mode here pretty soon here, too. He's only one away.
Oh,
Mine's
no, it's
Magimaster. Yeah, although, thankfully, again, he's got the fixed ice, which just eat Magimaster alive. So he is lucky there. Although after he just heals for 6,000 onto him. Yeah, he's just looking for a couple of good... I'm surprised did Green Monkey not get the offering from Katano Soul? He must not have. Or if he did, he decided not to put it on his fixed ice user, which is surprising. Sid is going to take on the Fire Dragon up there at Mount Sozo, and he's going to find a Skull Dragon for his reward. Seto's going to make quick work of these Piranhas. And Hefe is also on his way now to Kefka's tower, because he is also in Go mode and making a beeline there. I'm surprised Green Monkey's trying so hard to keep Strago up. I guess he really wants these levels on Strago. And Magimaster is just not giving him that. There's quite a few checks that are like, this could be the worst check, but it's either Fanatics Tower or it's Elbit's Rock. I hate either one of those in my mind are like absolutely abysmal.
I'd rather play Deep Het and Rotating Simulator and try to find random chests in the dark.
Yeah, some people, there is those people who are like, oh, you just memorize the pattern. Like, I'm sorry. My brain is too smooth for me to memorize the patterns that are inside of there. Alright, looks like Green Monkey is finally going to hopefully get this Match Master done. Get him killed off. Because this is eating up a lot of his time. And down goes Strago again. He's trying his hardest to keep that old man up, but he keeps taking dirt naps. Meanwhile, Seto is going to go do the burning house, and he is going to get his Esper, I believe, out of this. Yeah, just kill the Magic Master. Like, all these Espers you're wasting trying to get your Seto up is just not worth it. Yeah, let the old man sleep.
Phoenix Downs.
Yeah, yeah. It's taking up so much time for him doing that over and over than just killing the Magic Master. Oh, Doom could be bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. What a way to rip. Yeah, I'm surprised he just kept trying to keep the old man up. That's rough. That is going to be a very gatekeepy boss right there. Yeah, you hate to see it. Like, that is a rough spot to run into Magic Master, too. When you've only got 2 people on your party. Meanwhile, Sid is going up and getting Bum Rush. Interesting. Sido making his way through the burning house still. And Hefe working on the Ultras now. So Hefe and Green Monkey are now tied neck to neck right now. This is going to come down to the wire now. This is going to be who has a better party setup and who can get through Kefka's tower, can get to the final Kefka first. Because they both have Fenrir and multi-casts on. So once you get to there, it's going to be pretty easy. Seto, grinding his way through this Guardian. Hopefully he makes quick work of it. Guardian this late there, 9,000 damage. This late in the game, though, could be kind of rough because he's leveled up quite a bit now. Hopefully he can get through it. He doesn't hit too hard, so. Alright. I actually think they might even have the same party setups, too. I can't quite tell, but Saban and Strago together definitely is identical. Interestinger and interestinger. Yeah, this is gonna come down to who can the most. And Seto is now in go mode as well. He gets out of the burning house with his 9th Esper. So he is on his way there, and so is Sid. So everybody is now in go mode. So this is going to be a pretty close race. I think right now, unless we see another wipe, it is going to be between Green Monkey and Hefe. But there is the possibility. I mean, we saw that Magic Master. Magic Master can be rough here. So we still have a 4-way kind of race through this, depending on party setups and how just things kind of run down here. This is one heck of a race. Alright, Green Monkey is going back. Oh, and it's Atma. We did not see this one, so he's going to send a different party up here. Not another fun boss you want to see here either. This could be another rough fight. So we'll have to see how Green Monkey can handle it. Oh no, yeah, that's right. He absorbs Furl Element. And he's going to heal. Yeah, you can tell right away. He's like, I need to switch off of this onto something else. I'm going to keep healing. Heals the Atma weapon all the way back. And it's going to take, like, this is going to be a long fight if he just has, like, fire threes without too much damage coming out. Oh, man. We'll have to see if Hefe is set up to take on this fight, because right now, like, that's 2 rough boss fights that are right there. This could be rough. Terra is hitting like a beast, though, with that Fire 3. Max damage there, so hopefully that'll be able to carry through. I don't know if she has the Minerva on. I do believe Green Monkey found the Minerva. So that will probably make this a little bit easier. And he's just got to get through it. Hefe is running into the Magic Master now, too. Let's see if he's been able to take it. And Green Monkey gets Atma down.
It only takes 3 quad 9s to kill Atma?
Yeah.
Who'd have swore it took more in vanilla?
Yeah, no, I think Terra's had also the +2 magic power the entire time, so yeah, she is replacing our realm here for a murder child. Hefe looks like he should be able to take quick work of this as well. He is using the Identify to find out what he's weak against. Which, weak against Earth, I don't know if Terra has anything there. He might have to just gonna attack to force the wall change. Seto making his way up the tower also. And Sid is right behind him, so we have got... This is gonna come down to the wire. A single wipe at final Kefka is gonna possibly... is gonna put someone in the last, into the very back. This is super exciting.
Chatternook at Goddess.
Just eats a lot of time up. Like, I don't think that any of them will have a problem with it. She just eats up so much time waiting for a transformation. But you know everybody's gonna have to go through it, so. And Hefe still trying to find out what this Magic Master is weak to. He's weak to water now. Which at this point I would just be casting flares though, like if you were this worried, like. Oh, hope Realm doesn't die here. Oh, she's at 400 HP. You gotta heal her up. Yeah, use an X potion. Hefe is not having luck with these weaknesses. He really wants to see like a weakness to fire. Just not getting it. Yeah, he's having to use Flare just to get through it, even though it eats up so much time waiting for it. But gets through the Magic Master. Meanwhile, Green Monkey gets Charnook down. Seto setting up his 3 teams to go take on Magic Master and everybody. Let's see who our next statue is. Because if I remember correctly, the Magic Master, was that the Guardian or was that somebody else?
I
don't remember. It looks like Narapa is one of the statues, I think. Which that should be pretty quick and easy.
I think it might be Mr. Spicy Chicken.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember who the Guardian fight was. The Green Monkey, you can tell, is looking to set up his parties for final Kefka. Oh, he's actually grinding a little bit before he goes into final Kefka. Interesting. Hope this doesn't come back to bite him.
This is a very down to the wire race.
Oh, for sure. I really hope that Green Monkey, like I said, Green Monkey stopping to do this grinding here doesn't end up what's being like the thing that makes him like not take this race. Because he got into Kefka's tower first, and now they kind of the party set to do it. Yeah, I mean sometimes you do gotta grind, but you hate to see that. Is what's kind of what makes it so like, oh well, hey, like fortunately I win because I stopped to grind a little bit. He's gonna save up and heal up his party. And Faye making his way onto the statues as well. Yeah, so Magic Master was the Guardian fight, okay. If I'm gonna run into Atma there. And Seto's taking on his in his Narapa fight. Did Green Monkey wipe? Is that what I missed? Did Green Monkey wipe and that's why he's back at Magimaster? Did I miss something that I'm completely unaware of? Hefe gets his Atma down, Seto gets his Narapa down. Sid working on his way through, throwing stuff at Magimaster. That's one way to get through it. And see, Green Monkey keeps trying to keep the Strago up, and this is what bit him in the butt last time. Oh, so you're expecting me to remember things that I say. Once I say them, I don't remember them. There is not a stream of consciousness coming out of my mouth right now. Sid's onto Narapa. This is truly anybody's race now. Like, all the runners that came in here first, like Green Monkey and Hefe, they are now just as tied up with Sid and Seto. This is anybody's race, honestly. It's going to come down to kind of who gets the right setup for final Kefka. Hefe's onto his Chardnook fight. And I've kind of lost track of everybody's towers and where they're at. I don't know if Sid's about to go into final Kefka. Trying to see where everybody is at. Nope, Sid is still working on his towers. Okay. Working on his Chardnook fight. Man, Strago does not want to stay up today. That old man has just been taking a dirt nap this entire time. Green Monkey is getting really risky again. Gets the Magimaster down with, I think, a Bum Rush. Or I don't know what ability that was off the top of my head, but gets the Mega Elixir from him, which is big, but... Yeah, he forgot to put on his Moogle Charm. That is not good. Yeah, that is going to eat up even more time. And you know you're probably tied with everybody else right now, so this is really unfortunate. Yeah, put that relic on quick. Sid working on his Atma, same time Seto is, and Hefe is still working on his Chardnook. Oh yeah, okay, the desperation move, yeah, that's one you don't see very often, so when it comes up you're like, oh, completely forgot about that. The longest thing about Narapa is just waiting for her to cast Condemn 5 times. The rest of that fight should be a cakewalk. Everybody's Strago is dead. On every screen I see an old man taking a dirt nap. Just let him stay down. Sid finishes up his Atma. Hefe's still working on the Chardnook fight. I can't tell where everybody's at as far as somebody's got to be getting close to final Kefka, I think. Hefe finally gets Chardnook down. I think this is Seto's last statue, the Chardnook fight, yep. So hopefully this fight goes a lot quicker for him than it did for Hefe. And I think Sid is on to his last statue. Yep, all three are on the Chardnook, except for Hefe, who just finished it up. So I don't know if Hefe has any statues left, or if he is ready for his final Kefka fight. Yes, so he is going into at the same time Green Monkey is. Ooh, boy, we got a race on our hands. All right. Yeah, Hefe and Green Monkey are almost at identical spots. Like, they are a few milliseconds apart. So this is going to be a tight race. It's all going to come down to how each handles this fight, really. I mean, I expect to see both of them casting Fenrir pretty much every turn, which hopefully they both have Fenrir on. And you expect to see Fenrir every single phase of that fight. Fenrir is going to produce so much damage coming through. They are neck and neck. Wow. Thank you, Schwantz, for the raid. Joining in to see this incredibly tight race between all four of our runners. But really, Green Monkey and Hefe both on at the same time on final Kefka. And Seto and Sid both finishing up Chartnik, who are going to be on their way as well. This is a banger of the race. One of the tightest races I have ever seen, honestly.
That's it. Certainly one of the most intense runs that I've seen.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen a live race get this close before. At least not on stream, where you're like literally... So Sid is on his way to final Kefka as well. He got ahead of Seto. Seto's still trying to work to get that Chartnik down, which hopefully it'll be dropping here pretty soon. So Green Monkey... I'm sorry, Hefe has put up Fenrir, whereas Green Monkey has not. I bet Green Monkey does not know that it is multi-summon on, so he is probably saving it for round 3, which could possibly put this in Hefe's favor. And Sid is going up to final Kefka as we speak also. Seto's really hoping he can drop this Chartnik here, and he gets the Chartnik down right in time with only 689 HP left. So he will be on the way to final Kefka also. With Phantom on 3 different tiers, yeah, if you had Phantom, Schmutz, or if you had Fenrir, the multi-summon is huge here. Even if you had found something like Golem, it's just so impactful being able to multi-summon. So yeah, Green Monkey is taking the lead, going on to the second phase. Hefe can't be too far behind him. I think he is on the last section, which that terror is taking a big chunk. Yep, so there he has finished up his second phase. Meanwhile, Green Monkey gets the instant kill off onto the machine part of him, and he is... I think he's not using the offering on his fixed dice, maybe to control a little bit on where the damage is going. But he is nuking down Man in the back really fast. Or Magic. I forget if that's Magic or which one his name is. I used to know the names of all of them. I know it's like Tiger Machine Man something. Or Time something. Tiger Machine Magic Time, maybe? Sid making big use of that bum rush up there, getting max damage just every time his setzer comes up. Tiger Tools hit Magic, okay, yeah. Tiger Tools hit Magic. Is hit or Magic in the front? I'm assuming Magic has got to be the blue guy. We have 3 runners onto tier 2 right now. A single wipe right here is nobody better die. Hit is the blue guy, okay. You learn something new every day, I guess. Oh, they are down to the wire. This is exciting. Slowly whittling Tiger down. I'm surprised he got Magic done first. Normally, you try to get Tiger down first, and then Tools, and then the hit and Magic really doesn't matter which time those get done. So I'm surprised he left Tiger and Tools still up. Seto also working on getting stage 1 down and doing some very good damage on it also. And Sid's got a tanky team. Really all their teams, although Realm does go down for Hefe. So yeah, he's going to try to get her up and the party kind of topped off. But all the teams are fairly tanky. Yes, Jeremy, I agree. This is one of the best races I think I've ever seen. It's been a long time since I've seen where all 4 runners are on Final Kefka at the same time, let alone 3 out of the 4s on the same phase at the same time. This is going to be one of those interviews where we just get everybody in.
The most craziest one, probably in history.
Yeah, this is one, if you want to show your friends, like, hey, this is a great, if you're wanting to get into racing Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, you show this to your friends. And you're like, look how close this race was. This is like up there with, like, games done, AGDQ or SGDQ, like, level of quality race right here. Alright, Green Monkey on to phase 3. He is the first one to get there. Party's looking pretty low. He needs to get Girl in the back, down quick. He's using up those elixirs. Seto's still on phase 1. Now he is making his way up to stage 2. And in chat, we have posted, if you, after watching this, you are interested in joining us for the race, we have an amazing community. Highly encourage you to join in. We've got some like Moogle's first seat, so just kind of introducing yourself to the randomizer, how it works, how come we race it. The community is full of amazingly great people who are more than willing to help you on any questions that you have. It's a very fast and growing community as well. It's such a great randomizer. With 1.0, even more cool and crazy things are coming up with like how different things work. We've got the objectives in there now, which can add a fun level of things. So highly encourage, if you are watching this for the first time and you're interested, please try it out. You'll have so much fun trying it. Everybody, okay, so there goes. So Green Monkey did not know that he could use Fenrir on all phases, because there he is putting it up right now to dodge the calmness that's probably coming up for now. Really fun things coming up in 1.1. The community is going so fast, I didn't even know 1.1 was in the works. Although now the code is open source, so and if you're a coder and you want to take a look and see, like, hey, what can I do to help out the community? That is another option as well. Sid is on to phase 3 as well, so Sid has surpassed Hefe now too. This is surprising. Seto working his way through phase 2. I think he's getting close as also. And Green Monkey is on to final Kefka. So this is where it all comes down. I think his team is tanky enough. Everybody's in the 3k HP realms. He should be pretty fine for doing this. It would have to be really surprisingly bad to happen. No commentator jinx. Commentator's curse for that to happen, but it would be very surprising if Green Monkey does not take this. And let's just let that
most certainly surprising indeed.
Such a great song. Alright, yeah, and he's putting out max damage with that Terra. And that Strago. Or Strago's not putting out match, but there's that fixed dice putting out, yeah, max damage too. Meanwhile, Sid getting hit with the calmness as well, but not the death one. Hefe is on phase 3 as well, so not too far behind, but I think Sid might be just a little bit ahead of him. We actually might end up having everybody in the interview at the same time, because that's how close this is going to be. Medio misses 3 for Sid, really keeping it alive. Meanwhile, Green Monkey putting out that big damage with the flame shields and with the fire 3s. He is just nuking it, but here we've got the screen is shaking. We all know what that means. But is he going to be able to kill Kefka before we even see the Goner? Wow, and he gets it down without even a cloud. Holy cow. What a race, and that is going to be Green Monkey with an official time of 1:39:05, or 1:39:50, I'm sorry. What a race.
What a race.
Yeah, all four runners at the same time in Kefka's tower. Yeah, holy cow. Wow, wow, wow. So let's see if we can get Green Monkey in here.
We'll see if he wants to come in.
Yep.
After that one heck of a race.
Yeah, Sid is on to final as well, so let me switch over to his stuff. And we will mute Green Monkey. And we'll bring up, where is Sid? There's Sid, so let's bring him up. Surprisingly loud. All right, so yes, now we got Sid onto the final phase as well. Closely followed though by Seto and Hefe, both on phase 3 as well. All right, and we are joined by Green Monkey. GG's, what a race!
Thanks. It was man, it was tough finding the last character, last couple of espers.
Yeah, so I don't know if you are watching the stream now, but you and Hefe were literally neck to neck going into Kefka, like into final Kefka.
Oh wow.
And there was a spot where Sid right now is on final Kefka, the last stage. Hefe is on final Kefka, and now Seto is on final Kefka as well, the last stage.
Oh, wow.
So you all four were almost at like phase 2 at the exact same time.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, Sid has actually just finished with an official time of 1:42.08 as well.
Oh wow. Yeah, it was like very. I felt like I had so much offense. Everyone was just like quad nining everything. Realm was like. She was using level 2 spells and doing full damage and stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So one of the things we noticed, I think really kind of early on, you definitely had taken the lead. But one of the things we noticed, I think really kind of pushed you. You got into Kefka's Tower first. You had a little trouble with Magimaster that kind of slowed you down.
Yeah.
But your quick dive into Let A River or Elite River really made a huge
Yeah, that was
difference.
definitely like a big level boost, I think.
Not just that, you found Go-Go, which
Yeah.
Hefe didn't find Go-Go for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Because apparently he has a bad past with Elite River, so he like avoided doing it. But was your choice to go into Elite River very early on kind of guided by the fact that you knew it was one of the Illumina checks or to get that objective, or was it just a check you wanted to do because you normally would do it?
No, absolutely. It was the Illumina deal. I figured it was like a good way to gain levels and like get ahead of the seed a little bit, and at the same time work towards the Illumina. And then I went to like Phantom Train somewhat soon after, and I was happy to see Strago there because he's like also has one of the checks that gets you one of the Illumina things. So it's like Phantom Train made number 2, and then I got Strago. So I was like, okay, now I can go to the tower and finalize the Illumina or whatever. It ended up being weird though that like no, like barely anyone could use it. And I had been boosting Terra's magic power, so like I arguably didn't even need it that much. So it was kind of a weird situation. But none of them were dead checks or anything like that, so it wasn't bad. And I got 2 characters out of it, which was good too.
Yeah, no, it was definitely a great race. So how do you feel about the flags that you had for this, knowing that those are going to be the Battle Royale flags? Anything you liked about them? Anything you kind of like, oh, well, this is actually harder than I thought it was going to be? Anything like that?
No, I like the flags. It is weird with the. I accidentally bought the Zen Thief item. It boosted all the boss levels up 10,
Yes.
which probably didn't help me for Magimaster. So that was a little unfortunate.
Don't worry, you were not the only one who did that. They all did that. Everybody did that.
It was so cheap. It was like $1,000. I was like, yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, right. That's why I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, and it just got you a snow muffler, so it wasn't even an esper.
Yeah, and I just bought a snow muffler like 5 minutes before for $55,000 or whatever gold. So
yeah, so since everybody is kind of finishing up at the same time, we're gonna go ahead and bring Sid and Seto in at the same time. And Hefe just finished up as well, so we might just have a big group chat in here. So let me bring everybody in. All right, so now we are joined by Sid and by Seto. GG's to both of you as well.
Hey, GG. Thank you.
I don't know if you two have had a chance to see how close the times were either. But there was a moment where all 4 of you were going into Final Kefka, or Phase 2 of Final Kefka, at almost the exact same time, if not like Green Monkey was moving maybe just into phase 3 as you were halfway through phase 2, but it was one of those races where if any one of you like died to final Kefka, you were going to be 4th place basically.
Oh jeez.
Yeah.
I could tell it was close from the race ring, but that's about it.
Yeah, Sid, you got like 20 seconds better than me, I think, it looks like. No, a minute 20.
About a minute.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Super
I
close.
think it was one of the closest races we've had on stream as far as I know. I don't think I've ever seen a race that close before. Looking at them, they're really literally at most 3 minutes apart from each other. So Sid and Seto, I'll ask you kind of the same questions that I asked Green. So obviously these were the flags that we're going to be using for the Battle Royale. How did you feel about the flags? Was there things that you liked about them, things that you were like, oh, this is actually harder than I expected it to be?
It's my first time running these flags, to be honest. I haven't had time to practice. So this is kind of my live practice. It was fun.
Awesome. Yeah, no, and I also noticed a lot of you guys all did the Zen check. And did you know that doing that would increase the boss levels by 10 when you went to the Man in the Woods at Zen?
That's why I did it.
Oh, okay. Was that
even though it was a dead check, I didn't care. I wanted the bosses increased by 10.
just to get the extra experience out of it then?
Yep, and
Okay.
you could see it worked out because everyone was in their 40s and Realm was at 50 at the end. And when I found the Super Balls, I knew that I wanted the levels to increase up so I can get ahead on experience.
Oh, you found Super Bowl?
Yeah, I couldn't find those either, too.
World of Balance Samasa is where they're
I
at.
could use those for Magi Master for sure.
I didn't like need them because I had Throgao with my Magic Master team. But
So, Seto, the question I want to ask you is tell me about the auction house.
Oh my god! Oh, that auction house. Okay, give me a second. I want to be PG on this. So
Because I think you were there for about 20 minutes.
It was about 10.
Okay.
I did World Balance Auction House because I wanted to do Zozo and I had 2 espers and I said, well, let me get 1 or 2 espers there in case they have bonuses and I'm right here anyway. And money was not a problem for me with Cat Hood. And so with World Balance, I don't remember all the percentages, but there is the Zephyr Cape check that does not go away. That always is there no matter what you do. And I got that stupid check, I think 10 plus times. And I could not get the Esper to appear. And I eventually bailed out and did it again in World of Ruin and got it there. But I was in World Balance for about 10 minutes because that check cannot be pulled out of. You can't buy out of that one. Mm-hmm. The plus side was the consolation prizes. I got an Illumina out of it, but it wasn't much of a consolation prize.
Yeah, so on that, so obviously one of the objectives we had tonight was the 3 out of the 5 checks to get Illumina. Green Monkey kind of talked about him for doing the Elite River, but how big of that was that for both you, Sid, and Seto, as far as like determining your route? Was that like, hey, I know I'm going to do those 5 checks, or was it only because you kind of had a lot of the checks already with the characters that you had, or were you going to route those in anyway?
I was going to route them in as I got to them. So if I had the character, because it was between Terrace, Drago.
Yes, Phantom Station, Fanatic Tower, Opera.
And Lock, yeah, for
Phoenix.
Yeah. So once I had the 3 of them, I was like, oh, I guess I'm going to get an Illumina. But I tried doing their checks anyway, just in case.
I don't think that the Illumina is worth it because those are some of the worst checks in the game. I will do everything in my power to not do Fanatic Tower and Elite River. And so they weren't even on the table for me. Obviously, with hindsight and all the dead checks, maybe things would have gone differently if I had routed them in. But Illumina is not much of a consolation prize for doing 3 of those horrible checks. And of course, you have to make sure you have the characters. So without Lock, there was only 3 I could do.
Yeah. No, it was just kind of so funny that the Elite River gave Gogo, which was a lot of people's like one of the 2 determining characters until you got like Gao to open up things. For a long time though, like half of you had Gogo, the other half didn't have Gogo but had Setzer, and it was really just like, okay, when is the other gonna find the Gogo, and was the other half gonna find the Setzer to get you to the 6 characters needed?
Much rather have Setzer than Gogo.
Yeah. Now, what was interesting is that all the checks, though, at least I think, led to an Esper. Because Gogo's check led to an Esper. I think Fanatic's Tower led to an Esper. So they all kind of at least came out in that one, they actually got an esper out of him, I believe.
Well, that might explain how Swan said he only had 2 dead checks when I think the rest of us had about 15 or so.
Yeah, no, What was very surprising about this seed is you get Terra and Saban as your starting characters, and you expect so much route diversity that you're like, oh, we might have 2 runners that might only ever do a few correlating, like, oh, we both did this check together. But no, this one, for how open it was in the beginning, was extremely linear about like where you need to go to get your next 2 characters, or 3 characters basically, which is very odd.
Yeah, that's why I took Strago on Phantom Train, because I could see that already. And at that point, it was 30 plus minutes without a 4th character, and I needed to get magic on a 4th person.
Yeah. So you
But I
bring the
thought
old man
about
with
not
you.
doing that one.
Yes.
Yeah, it was good. First 2 espers I had +2 magic power, which was insane.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
like,
Yeah, and then I found it experience egg for Realm, so she was just rocking +2 magic and.
oh, damn. I didn't find that
Yep.
experience egg just so late.
Well, it was funny because I never got any good magic, but who cares when she's still doing quad 9s with fire too?
Yeah.
So the other thing, so we obviously had the objective to get the Dragoon set if you did the clock at Zozo. Did that come into any of you guys' mind at all? Or was it just like, no, that's going to take too much time?
No,
No.
not even a little.
Not even a little.
I attempted
Yeah, I saw you
half-heartedly.
said kind of talking to the people, but
I did not go on my way to talk to anyone, and I also couldn't exactly remember what the clock was. I think it's too slow. I think even if you know what the clock is, it's still very slow to go do. I thought about it only because the fixed dice was the only reason I even entertained it, but then I realized halfway through I did not know fully what to do, and then bailed out.
yeah.
Yeah, there was so much, like, I could see a scenario where we like didn't have offense, but we had a lot of offense with the magic.
Yeah, you
So
were
I
not
felt
short for
like-
damage output.
Yeah, so it kind of just didn't feel like it was needed. But if I was like maybe in a desperate situation, I'd think about it. But I think in most scenarios, I feel like it's not great.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
Supercharged magic, throw, bum rush.
yes,
Couldn't
I
ask
think
for a
you were
whole
the
lot
only
more.
one who went and got the
Bro.
bum rush.
Well, I got
Throw on Gao and bum rush.
Oh, I never got Gao.
by the time I found Setzer, I already had the 4 people I wanted, so there was no reason to even do Blitz. And I'm not the biggest fan of Bum Rush anyway, unless you're kind of desperate, because it's a very long cutscene to go do.
Well, I'm trying
It's
to
over a
remember.
minute.
Green Monkey, was it
Underrated.
you that used Desperation move on your Sabin?
Oh, I did.
Yeah, I was
On
just like,
Magic
what the
Master,
heck
I
just
tied it
happened?
with
Someone's like, he used Desperation move. I was like, I don't even remember what that is.
yeah, it was Tiger Break.
Yeah, Tiger
That's pretty
Break.
cool.
I don't
Looks
know why
like
I
a
know
tiger.
that one, but none of the others.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't, like, I saw it happen. I was like, that wasn't Bum Rush, but it's not an animation I'm used to seeing. What just happened?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. He was because he had Magic Master just gigabolted both of us, both my people. So
And bless you, Green Monkey, for trying to keep the old man off the ground. But I think that bit you in the butt so many times just trying to keep Strago alive through Magic Master.
yeah, I was just so worried about Doom,
Yeah.
which he eventually got me with. So I
Yeah,
didn't
that was
want
a
to
hard
like
one to watch.
Yeah, that I ended up teaching him Flare just to like have like I stopped and took a fight, learned Flare, and then
Yeah.
went back into it. I don't know. It was kind of
I did do something
Okay.
similar with Doom Gaze, where I had 3 level 25 people, and I had to stop and take a fight, and it was only leafers around, which made
Yeah, that
leveling
one was
very
rough
hard.
to watch for you. So yeah, just like Doom Gaze was like hard check on you. Oh, you're all level 5, dirt nap. But
Well, one person survived, but it was
Yeah.
not worth trying to revive in battle.
no,
like
yeah, it
that.
would take up too much time. But yeah, so I highly encourage all 4 of you, or all 3 of you that are in here, to go back and watch the race, just so you can see just how close it was there at the end. But before we get out of here, any last words from Green Monkey, Seto, Sid, anything you want to bring up?
No, I'm good.
Don't do World of Balance Auction House.
Always a good one.
Do that.
Yeah, what a ruin on that. I just want to congratulate Jeff Hefe on getting Twitch affiliate.
Yes.
Congratulations to him.
Yeah, we had 2 people get Twitch affiliation recently. Hefe, and was it you, Sid, that also got it?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah,
You can proudly say that. Yeah,
nice
get that
job.
get that Twitch affiliation, which is awesome. Congrats. So, but Mega Man, any last words before we get out of here and let everybody go enjoy the rest of the night?
No, other than wow, that was a very close race. and this congratulations to Green Monkey, who managed to pull it out.
Yes, yeah. Like I said, go back and watch the race, all three of you. I think you'll be amazed on how close it was. Yeah, I was gonna say if we want to get the raid set up, but again, everybody, thank you so much for coming out tonight to watch an amazing race. Again, we do have the Battle Royale that is coming up pretty soon. I think in 2 weeks is when it comes up. So please sign up for that. We're using for the first 2 rounds the exact same flags that you just saw tonight. So if you liked what you saw, please sign up for that. The more the merrier. And everybody have a great rest of the night. And I believe we are getting a raid set up right now. So everybody.